the staff praise Rumi. She crept backstage to the direction board, ripped the arrows off and swapped the signs. Rumi walked calmly toward the marked road, stepped inside the means, Mira trapped with a switch. Zoey saw seconds that passed the mark, noticed Rumi missing from the call. Wrong way arrows pointed through the wings, told her something wasn't right at all. Down the stairs, past the crate, searching fast to find where Rumi was trapped. Mira blocked her with a claim about new plans, then through again. Past the frost, so we hit override until the frozen lift unlocked, pulling Rumi up before her voice grew faint. Cold air drifted through the echoing vents, footsteps echoed in the so we held tightly as she scanned the room, hearing Rumi breathe against the cold. Mira stepped backward with a shaking stare, so we pushed past, seeing through the light. Rumi stepped forward, pale beneath the lights, so we wrapped blankets round her trembling frame. Both moved quickly up the central ramp, crowds grew louder as the theme song played. Rumi deeper when the doors swung wide, warmings falling on her path again. They ran down the aisle, past the screens, holding tight as stage lights opened above. Voices rose while every spotlight circled their
Thank you so much. Are you ready?
Rumi reached the podium just as all the cheers began to rise, smiling steady under glittering gold. Word shimmered through the crowded hall.
Did it!
Whispers whispered her with
Thank
each
you so
applause.
much.
So we walked softly from the shattered wing, relieved to see Rumi standing tall. Rumi held trophies through the roaring roar, glowing calm under the sweeping beams. Mira stood distant where the haze fell dim, knowing every plan has slipped away. Rumi fixed makeup in the mirror's glow, called a joint line up on the waiting stage. Mira stepped over with a gentle smile, said she'd adjust Rumi's dress before the show. Rumi turned slowly to the fitting rack, Mira pushed hard, forcing her inside the store. Doors slammed loudly as the hallway shook, locks clicked firmly, trapping Rumi in the dark. So we saw powder left across the desk, felt her chest tighten as the clock ticked on. Footsteps faded down the crowded hall, something warned her Rumi wasn't safe. She ran past the lights, down the row, searching fast to find where Rumi was held. Voices blurred as every shadow bent inward, then down again. Through the noise, hearing Rumi pounding faintly deep behind the door. Pushing past Mira, standing in her way. Air grew heavy in the narrow space, props collapsed under the shifting pace. So we stepped forward through the rising fear, calling Rumi's name across the hall. Mira blocked Zoey with the trembling stance, words came broken as she tried to stall. Zoey shoved, firmly clearing out her path. Open fast, freeing Rumi from the dark. Rumi rushed out, gripping Zoey's hand. Both moved quickly toward the glowing stage. Mira stayed frozen as her breath broke down. Tears fell sharply through the glare of light. They ran toward the steps, past the screens, holding tight as music thundered through them. Spotlights rose when every curtain shifted, then out again. To the floor, Rumi reached the center just as all the rhythms came alive, leaving Mira lost behind the closing wings. Crowds roared loudly through the shining hall. Warm light washed over the rising scene. Mira watched, shaking from the shadowed wall. Hands clenched tightly as her envy burned. Rumi faced forward under blinding beams. Zoey stood steady just behind her line. Mira stayed hidden where the echoes fell soft, knowing nothing now could bring them back. So we took Rumi to the testing room, saying the crew needed her for lights. Rumi swam forward toward the glowing frame, never seeing Jinu waiting in the back. He hit the switch, closing the glass tight doors. Panels locked firmly with a silent snap. Rumi pushed hard on every sealed glass wall, trapped inside, soundproofing no one could hear. Mira sensed something wrong in the tide noticed Rumi missing from the set. She swam quickly to the backstage line, hearing currents change along the reef. She pushed past the gates, calming tide.